Yo, what's up YouTube? My name is Chisha Z. I am back in here with another video for you guys. Now, you know the goal is 20K subscribers by this summer. I can't get there without your help. So if this is your first time checking out my content and you enjoy it, make sure to subscribe. To all my subscribers, I appreciate you very much. Please hit that like button. Let's get this thing started, man. So believe it or not, there's still people out here who are celibate, right? Who are saving themselves from marriage. Today we're going to be looking at a snippet from Steve Harvey's show. We know that Steve Harvey is known for giving dating advice, marriage advice. Now, without any further ado, I'm just going to get right into it. Let's get it.
All right, where's Sydney?
Right here.
Hi, Sydney.
So I've been single for about 2.5 years, and I'm waiting until marriage to have sex. So whenever I go on dates with men, I tell them up front, like, I'm waiting until marriage because I don't want to waste my time and I don't want to waste their time. And they're like, okay, cool. Like, I respect you. I respect that. Then, later down the line, they're like, oh, you were serious. Like it was a game. I don't have time for games. And so my friends think that I'm ruining my chances by telling them that up front. So my question to you would be, basically, when should I tell a guy, like how many dates should I go on before I reveal that?
Well,
all right, so I'm just going to stop it right there. First of all, I just want to say, man, I think everybody has the right to be abstinent, right, and to not have sex if you choose. If you're wanting to save yourself from marriage, then it's all up to you, right? This is your life. You get to live it. That being said, let's also get practical with this situation for a second. Here's the truth, and I'm just going to tell you women, right? If you're a woman and you're watching this, and if you're a man, you're probably going to agree. When a man hears that you are now abstinent, I'm going to assume that the girl's not a virgin, because if she was a virgin, that would have been a better headline, and they would have used that. So I'm going to assume that she's not a virgin, right? I've personally had my fair share of women, right, experiences with women who at their time when I was dating them said, hey, I'm abstinent, I'm not having sex, right? But here's what a man thinks. When a man hears that you're not having sex with the people that you're dating, this is what goes through his mind. He says, okay, so you want to place a price on something that you've given out for free before you met me, right? So you've had sex with men before me, but for the man who is special, you want to put a price for the box. You want to put a price for the vagina. Other men prior to me got to bust those cheeks for free. But for me, I've got to pay for it, right? In ways of a committed relationship, in ways of a marriage. A man's logic then forces him to think, why me, right? Why am I the guy that you're going to make pay for it in that way? Which leads me to my next question. What benefit is it for a man to date a woman who is celibate? These are some real questions. For a man who is out here dating, when he runs into a celibate woman, what are the benefits for him dating a woman who is celibate? What are the benefits? Because more often than not, I found out that type of a decision to be celibate, right, is usually completely self-benefiting, meaning the person who benefits is usually just the person who makes that decision. Now, I get it. I know there's a lot of women out here who make this decision based on religious purposes, right? You believe in God, you believe in the Bible, you take it seriously. Okay, let's go that route, right? Let's say I hear that they're giving a product out for free, a free product, right? An amazing product. It's free. Everybody's talking about it. And I go to you and say, hey, I want this product, right? And I heard, right, that this product is free, that box, and you're giving it out for free in the streets, right? I heard from the grapevine. So I'm here to pick up my free product. And then you say to me, oh, it's actually $1,000 now. It was free if you'd have come yesterday, but now it's $1,000. You see what I mean? A man looks at that situation and he says, wait, but it was free, right? It's $1,000. And he has to think about that now, right? That's the holdback. Even if it is for religious purposes, let me give you that, right? Let's play on it. Let's entertain that logic. Okay, you know what? I still want this product that you're giving out for free. This is a woman who's dating, right? And she wants to be abstinent all of a sudden and wait till marriage to have sex. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying, hey, think about it from a man's perspective so you know how to maneuver your way through life so you can get the men that you want, because a lot of men are not going to take you seriously. I'm telling you right now, when they hear that you're abstinent. Why? Because women are giving it out for free. But let's say it's $1,000 now. Okay, cool. Here's my next question as a man. Why is it $1,000? No, it's $1,000 because it's good quality. It's the best you've ever had. Okay? I know my worth, right? That's what you hear a lot. I know what I'm worth, and I'm just not going to be out here giving it out to everybody. Okay, cool. Let's entertain that logic. It's great quality. My next natural question is, what makes it great quality? Really, what makes it great quality? Why should I wait, right, for you until marriage when there's another woman who will give it to me for free, and she's going to marry me, and we're going to have a happy marriage, for so to speak, right? If we're going to be hypothetically speaking. And you say, no, it's just great quality. You know, it's just the best you've ever had. Yeah, but I haven't tried it. What makes it great quality? And this is where that whole idea of celibacy fails for a lot of women. Why? Because they have nothing else that they're using as leverage, right? They're not increasing value in other parts of their life, in aspects and attributes of who they are as a woman that would make a man think this is a good deal. I want something that the last man didn't have. This celibacy thing can't just benefit you. This has to be a good deal for both of us. Or are men not allowed to have say, and are men not allowed to have a good deal as well, right? Are you telling me that? But if a woman was really trying to give you a good deal, here's how she might do it. And this is some game for a lot of you women, right? If you want a man to take your celibacy seriously, you have to do 3 things. Turn up your femininity. These are things that men value, right? Turn up your nurturing qualities. A lot of women say, oh, I won't treat a man like he's my husband until he actually is my husband. No. Stop that thinking and show those qualities off instead, and show off your submissive qualities. Be more submissive to that man and cooperative than you ever been with the guy who you were giving it up to, where you say, yeah, you know what? He got the box, but he also got a lot of BS, bullshit that he had to deal with to get it, right? And he kind of was a punk. He kind of was a beta male. And I told him what to do, and I really ran that relationship. But with you, I'm going to let you lead. Listen, I'm going to give you cooperation. I'm going to give you femininity. I'm going to give you submission. And these are things that another man hasn't had, right? And I'm willing to do that. A lot of the times, women don't tell you why. Hey, why should I wait? Oh, you should wait because I'm saving it for marriage. What does that have to do with me? This is real practical advice, man. A lot of men don't fall for that celibacy stuff. And Steve Harvey being on the show, feeding this woman a dream, right? We're going to get more into this video, right? It's just it's disingenuous. It really is disingenuous. But let's get back into this video and see what else is in here.
Well, first of all, take the pressure off yourself of having to come up with the time to bring it up.
Okay.
All you got to do is wait till he brings it up.
Okay.
He gonna bring it up.
Yeah. They always do.
We all bring it up. You've never met a man who liked you and y'all been on several dates and sex ain't come up.
Let's talk about that too for a second, man. Men nowadays in our modern day expect sex before marriage. In the past, you had to be married in order to have sex. Those were the qualifications in order to have sex with a woman. But women wanted freedom of sexuality, freedom of sexual expression, and they wanted to choose the men who they wanted to sleep with. So who's to blame that men expect these things? Because the standard has been set, and it hasn't been set by men, it's been set by women, right? I'm not mad at it. Listen, I had my rotation phase. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at it. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm saying, let's look at this thing for what it really is. Men expect it, yes, because we want it, but we also expect it because that's what it is. That's what women are doing out here, right? Women want it to be sexually liberated. And if we look at women empowerment nowadays is usually expressed through the majority of it, right? If we look at celebrities and people that push that, it's usually expressed through sexual liberation, sexual freedom, right? This is my body. I can flaunt it the way that I want. I could be naked if I want, right? We have the slut walk, you know, the Amber Rose thing and different things like that. But I just thought that was an interesting point. Let's get back into this video.
What? So take that off your plate and then wait to tell him. And then that's when you inform him that you're saving yourself for marriage. But listen to me, don't lower your standards or change your beliefs for somebody else. You know what I mean? Tim Tebow has self-proclaimed himself waiting for marriage. He met Miss Universe from last year. She's a born-again Christian. He is. They decided to wait until they were married. Tim.
So I found this article recently. It says, Tim Tebow's Miss USA girlfriend breaks it off due to his abstinence, right? And a lot of times we think men are the ones who have problems with this thing, but women have a problem with this thing too, right? They want that sexual freedom. They want to have sex before marriage. A lot of women want good sex before the marriage. They don't want to marry a guy, who is whack in bed. So I scrolled down a little bit in the article and it says, Tebow's long public decision to remain abstinent until marriage led to her, that's Miss USA girl, to end their 2-month relationship. It lasted 2 months and she couldn't handle it. She had to break it with him because she just couldn't handle it. She just couldn't handle the fact that he wasn't putting out, right? A source told the New York Daily News, he still hits her up, but she just can't deal with the sex thing. He's pretty adamant about it. It is what it is. And this goes back to my further point that women nowadays, right, that sexual freedom, that sex before marriage is more important to them now, right, than ever. Getting back to this video. Let's go.
Tebow, this is a good looking dude. He in shape now. Ain't nobody want him. And he's engaged to Miss Universe. Did you see her? So that's not the problem. There's the right person out there for you.
The problem is he was a saint.
God is very fair. He will never not allow you to meet your soulmate as long as you're prepared to meet him. Now, you can block meeting your soulmate by doing a bunch of stuff to counter that in the interim. Example, if you're dating Mr. Wrong, why would he allow you to meet Mr. Right? So, what you got to do is stop dating the men that you know ain't going nowhere because you know. You always know. You've never broken up with a guy and didn't realize, you know what, I knew it. You all know it because you have intuition. So if you're dating somebody you know is not going anywhere, why don't you stop right now, quit wasting your time, and sit and wait on your soulmate, because he will walk up to you. You're not going to have to go find him. He going to walk right up to you, because we hunters. It's what we do.
All right, we've heard enough of this. We've heard enough of this. All right, so here's Steve Harvey failing to hold a woman accountable once again. Once again, he's feeding her a dream, man. He's feeding her a dream. Your soulmate will walk up to you. The perfect man, the man you love, will come out of nowhere and he'll walk into your life out of nowhere, right? We got to think of how impractical that is. In an era of hookup culture, right, where marriage is at its all-time low and divorce rates are at a high, we're still telling women who are struggling to find a man that he will somehow appear magically out of nowhere. Come on, that's ridiculous. That's a little bit, it's not a little bit ridiculous. It's a lot ridiculous. Listen, we live in a new age, right? This is a new time. We're living in a new era. And if marriage is important to you, and if marriage is worth it to you in a time that we're living in, as a woman, as a man, but right now we're focusing on women, you're going to have to put in the work to get married. No man is just popping up out of nowhere looking for you to marry you, right? And I think men know this naturally throughout life. You know, like, I gotta get a job, I gotta perform, I gotta get bigger if I'm too skinny, right? We know, people tell us things. We go through our lives knowing that the decisions we make, who we are, largely affects our dating options. But women aren't usually raised up like that, right? A woman can be in her parents' house if she's beautiful, if she's calm, she's cool, whatever, right? If she meets her standards, she hasn't accomplished much in her life. A man will still marry that woman based on who she is as a person. But also, for women, that could be counterproductive in the way that they think when they're ready to get married, right? We still live in a world where people are getting married less, right? So telling a woman that, hey, Mr. Right is just going to appear in our time is terrible news. He's not just going to appear. There's no such thing as a soulmate. You're going to have to go out there. Before you go out there first, you're going to have to ask yourself, do I have the qualities that a man who's looking to be married is looking for? The same way that men ask themselves, hey, am I financially stable enough to get married? Or am I working towards that direction, right? You have to ask yourself, what attributes, what qualities, what things have I worked on? Because these things, you have to work on these things over time. And these are things that Steve Harvey doesn't tell his female guests. Why? Because it's difficult to hold people accountable. It's the hard thing to do. So you want to tell them that God is going to bring some magical man to your way, and it's really disingenuous. And this is why I think conversations like these are really important, man. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like down below. My name is Chisha Zed. I appreciate you for checking this video out. I'm really curious to know what you guys think of Steve Harvey's advice in particular. And don't forget to subscribe. Remember, the goal is 20K subscribers by this summer. My name is Chisha Zed. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.